But to be honest, like I've seen it all as stepping stones. I have a goal that's going to take me 20 years to achieve, and I know that going into it, so I don't want to lose focus. I wouldn't say I'm successful yet. I would not. I want to do more. I want to change the world through gaming. That's my goal. I want to make a game that wins Game of the Year. I want to, you know, help bring the world together through esports and gaming. That's my life goal. And seeing Overwatch League do what it does has been the main reason why I want to make the league and help be a part of that. I think that Blizzard Entertainment and Overwatch specifically, and I guess the COD World League as well, are going to do things for the planet that we've never seen in a million years. And that's why I was really frustrated with the Hong Kong thing, is that, and again, I don't want to talk about this too much because I'm politically neutral on pretty much everything, because I don't know, is people forgot kind of what Overwatch League is going to do for the world just because of this instance. And I don't want people to forget that. I want people to understand that, you know, how much grief we give this game. This league will be the league that changes everything. I firmly believe that. I'm gonna do everything I can to make that league and help do that. So I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm successful yet. I've got a long way to go. I'm probably 10% of the way there, maybe not even that. Really excited for the journey though. No idea where I'm gonna end up, but excited for the challenge.
Yeah, well, and to any of the youngins in the chat, something that you said that I would only say about 10% of people, 10 to 15% of people do, is you said goal setting. And I don't think a lot of people sit down and say and write down their goals, right? That I'm going to do this, right? Yeah, no, seriously. Like when I was doing a lot of mentoring for like tier 3, tier 4 casters, I required them to sit down and do a short term, a midterm, and a long term goal, right? And it was amazing how none of them had done it before. Literally, none of them had sat down and actually like focused on actual goal setting. It's different to have a dream and say, I want to be in Overwatch, right? But to sit down and say, my goal in the short term is to be on a tier 3 team. In 2 years, I want to be here, right? Like you have to give yourself achievable goals too, because if you set them too high, right, you're just going to be filled with failure, right? And then you're going to hit the grind and it's going to be hard to keep going.
One step at a time. One step at a time.
Really exactly. So set your goals. It's so very important, no matter what you're doing, whether it be in the traditional spaces of work, whether you're working in social media or social work, right? Like you got to set your goals. But now, like you're saying that you don't feel successful and you think that Overwatch is going to change the world. And, you know, this Hong Kong situation, I think, has worried a lot of people just in general, right? How would you like for Overwatch League to change the world, right? You mentioned that you think it's going to happen. How is it going to happen?
I think it's going to bring people together with a common interest, that language doesn't barrier. There's no language barrier. It's just, you know, you and the game.
Yeah.
I've felt that way about sports my whole life. It's just you and the game. Nothing else matters. And I think that Overwatch is going to be able to reach to a group of people, and gaming in general is going to be able to reach to more people that other sports never could do. You look at the Olympics and basketball and, you know, whatever the heck you want to look at, there's a very demanding physical requirement out of that, and gaming does not have that requirement. It doesn't matter if you're 6'5" and can dunk like me, for example.
Yeah, hashtag humble brag.
Don't question that. Yeah, don't question that. It's just,
no,
you know,
I 100% believe you. That's for sure. My bullshit meter is not going off right now.
We'll see. We'll see if BlizzCon, but or if you're like, you know, 5 foot tall and, you know, can't dunk, unlike me. None of that matters, and that's why I think this is going to be so important. This is the first time in the world we've seen that happen, and I think that, you know, seeing all the people in Guangzhou for like their watch party of the playoffs that got tweeted out, that was a special moment. I think we're really going to see it happen at the homestands this next year, where, you know, we're all over the world. It's one small step, and it's frustrating that we can't just jump to that point where, like, you know, the world is kind of unified. I mean, there's people like, I hate to go out about world peace. I don't care about that stuff, because who the hell am I to say anything about that? But, you know, at least through gaming, I want everyone to have the same experience that I did playing this game and games growing up, like Modern Warfare 2 and all the old Call of Duties, Minecraft, et cetera, et cetera. I think having localized events with people shown from all kinds of different cultures is going to be a very big factor in that. So mainly the homestands next year is what I'm really excited to see. I think it's just going to bring a lot of people together that never would have met.
Yep. You know, one of the greatest metaphors I've heard when it comes to gaming is gaming can be like music. It can be universal, right? Like, it doesn't matter what language you know. Like, this is a terrible example of, I'm going to use it because I know in esports there's a lot of fans out there that love us some K-pop, right? do we know a word they're saying? No, right? But do we love it? Yes.